This is the Morning Swim Show for Wednesday, November 3rd, 2010. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Phoenice Monitor today, we'll talk to Bruce Stratton. He's the new president of USA Swimming, and he has plenty on his plate already. Bruce Stratton joins us right now in the Phoenice Monitor from Boise, Idaho. Bruce, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Well, it's a little tumultuous time at USA Swimming between the sexual abuse allegations, between having no national team director, between the death of Fran Crippen. I mean, how do you spend your days right now?
Trying to keep up with everything, to be honest with you. Even though we have a lot of things going on, I'm still very excited about the future of USA Swimming and where we're at and where I think we're going to be going forward.
I know you've already spent some time on the conduct policy, and tell us what you've done and how USA Swimming is trying to, strengthen its rules on, coaching abuse and things like that.
Well, as you know, we enacted a series of athlete protection legislation at our recent House of Delegates meeting, and I have to give a lot of credit to our House of Delegates. They approved in fact, they approved every single item of legislation that was proposed. And we're moving forward with that just as quickly as we can. I think the things that we are going to be rolling out here in the near future and our priorities is the enhanced screening process that we have, not only for our coaches, but also that will now include most of our volunteers. And the other very important piece of this is the educational piece, which will provide the education that we need to our coaches and to our volunteers, as well as our athletes and parents.
As for the national team director position, now that Mark Schubert is pretty much out, what are you guys doing with that position?
Well, right now, that's pretty much on hold, and I'm not in a position to make much further comment on that.
Okay, how about the death of Fran Crippen? Where's the investigation on that, and what are your thoughts in general about USA? The open water team only had one coach there. Maybe there could have been more oversight. Maybe the kids shouldn't have been swimming in such warm water. What are your thoughts?
Well, Fran Crippen's death was an absolute tragedy, and the loss to the Crippen family and to the whole USA Swimming family can never be adequately described in words. We have, as you know, the FINA has announced a commission to investigate this. USA Swimming is also going to have its own independent investigation of this. We have already engaged a very highly reputable international firm to do the fact-finding investigation portion of this. They have a significant amount of international experience, and especially with the United Arab Emirates. So we think we just have the top-notch firm to use for this investigation. Sometime, probably in the next 10 days, we will be announcing the makeup of our actual commission, whose charge will be twofold, or two basic things. One is to provide as much information as we can to the Crippen family and to USA Swimming as well as to what caused Fran's death. And then secondly, to provide some recommendations to USA Swimming for safety protocols, procedures, and those types of things.
Yeah, I was going to say, because open water swimming is growing in popularity. We know that Fran himself had written letters to USA Swimming asking for more help with oversight, if you will, and just kind of communicating with the athletes about how to keep them safe at these meets. Is that the sort of stuff that you would like to see happen?
Well, anything that we can do to protect our athletes and provide for a more safe environment, of course, that's what we want to do. I think that you're right. Open water is a relatively new sport, and it is increasing in popularity. And as we go forward, we want to do everything we can to ensure the safety of our athletes participating in that sport.
When will the 2012 Olympic coaches be named?
I don't know the answer to that, but I can find out.
Well, we'd love to share the news with the viewers. So whenever you know, we'll let them know.
Okay, that sounds good.
How about you are new on the job, as we mentioned. It is a pretty difficult time, a lot of challenges facing you. But you said you're looking forward to doing some fun stuff as well. I mean, where's a place where you want to make sure you leave your imprint?
Well, I have several objectives. First and foremost, I want to continue to build upon and improve the existing programs that we have in USA Swimming. I think we've done a great job in developing a number of programs that benefit our athletes at all levels. I think some very specific things to talk about is one of my high priorities is to get our athlete protection program fully implemented, as we talked about just a minute ago. I want to continue to build upon and expand our Make a Splash program. We now have almost 300 local partners in 43 states that are helping more children learn to swim. And I think improving and building upon that program is going to be a win-win for both the children in America and USA Swimming as well. One of the other things I'd like to do also is to find ways to involve new volunteers into our sport, and in particular to be more inclusive of some of our underrepresented groups, such as the females in our sport and other minority groups.
Well, Bruce, we know you have challenges ahead. Good luck and welcome to the job.
Thank you very much. I'm excited about it and looking forward to it.
All right, thanks for joining us. That's Bruce Stratton in the Finis Monitor from Boise, Idaho, and that is it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.